There is so much, and there are so many constructive things that I could be doing right now. Could be doing a lot of things if I really wanted to, but I think this week's going to be such a mess, and I'm probably not going to be doing much of anything that is all that constructive this week, so we might as well just throw the whole week out. Same problems with the 9-to-5ers. They can't staff up, so everybody just goes nuts even more, but we'll see what happens. Supposedly the worst is yet to come after Thanksgiving. But here's the thing, and this is something very important that I want to talk about before we get into World of Warcraft. With what's going on with the pandemic right now, if somebody tests positive, they get sent home for 2 weeks. And then I wonder if maybe the disaster stories that I'm hearing about with the 9-to-5ers are being understated because they're talking about just the way things are, assuming nothing goes wrong. But you start getting waves of people going out because there's a risk that they may have come down with this thing. Now things get even worse. So I think it's going to be a miserable Thanksgiving, Christmas, and holiday season for a lot of people out there. We'll just have to see what happens. As it stands, it's like I say, March of the Stupids. The bad decisions that people have made are coming back to haunt the rest of us. There are a few things that annoy me in life more than having to be undercut by other people's stupidity. And this is no exception. So before we fire up World of Warcraft, there is one thing I want to experiment with. Let's grab the old remote here. And the other remote. So I picked up one of those zoomy light bar LEDs. So I'm wondering if that could be used to create what I call a light floor, which is my next step in Geek House Dark Mode. What I'd like to do is get to the place where I don't need to crank the TV up to 10 and all of that wattage in order to be lit up enough to show up on camera. So let's see what happens if we put the backlight on this all the way back down. So we're almost back to like when I first started streaming, and I absolutely was like inches away from being a shadow. So let's turn this thing on here. Boom. Okay. So now it's in white light mode, but let's turn up the brightness on this thing. See if it'll light me up any. Well, here's the problem. So it's blinking now. That means it's as high as it'll go. So this is the picture that we have. So here's the problem. I've got this glaring thing off there somewhere. So yeah, I'm technically lit up okay, but no. Hey, we can change colors on this thing too. We can set it to, this is blue. Yeah, it gets smurfed even more. Do red. Yeah, here we go. This will add some color to this. Or just take it to yellow, which might, do this, that, or the other. How about purple? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, uh-huh. This is about as Twitch as it gets, isn't it? Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. It's got an app that can control it as well. Green, red, orange. What's this one? Yeah. Let's put it on white for now, though. I think the issue here, though, is that the light is... I can see it out of the corner of my eye, so it's a complete pain in the neck. So we're going to have to figure something else out for that. It shouldn't be something that's doing this to me. I mean, I know I've got the sunglasses and everything, but this is actually a lot more direct. It feels more like, you got something glaring in the side of your eye, even with the sunglasses. So let's go back to the old setup for now, and let's use it as a light floor. So let's crank the backlight. Let's get lit via the backlight on the TV, and then let's take this, and let's turn the brightness all the way down. So let's see here. Let's turn the brightness on that all the way down. Hey, look, the camera can see it. And okay, that's as bright as it goes. Now I want to lower the brightness. Lower the brightness all the way down until it starts flashing again. All right, now it's flashing. Okay. So that way, if I hit a particularly dark scene, there's a minimum amount of light off to the sides. That's really what the whole light floor thing was supposed to be all about, is if I get to a rather dark scene, there's still a minimum amount of light that's lighting me up. But I don't know if this even works well for that. So turn this up. I don't like the remote on this thing either. There is another light that I can... What? Why is this thing... No. Got too many remotes going here. Turn this up. See, if I turn it up too much, it does technically what it's supposed to do, but it's basically... It's like a glare off to your side like this. I don't know how these streamers do it with a ring light constantly off to the side like this. So let's stick with the old setup, and we'll do some playing with this. And we'll get this working some other way besides that. Direct lighting kind of sucks. I'm kind of discovering the hard way why photographers always fire their lights into something that diffuses everything. So this looks fine. We'll keep it going for now, and we'll figure out what to do with that Tazumi light or something else later. Let's fire up some World of Warcraft. It is the Shadowlands pre-launch event, and I decided to unlock Smyta's level and put her at level 50, so her and Goodmane will be the two characters that I send off to the Shadowlands. Let me just make sure that there isn't mods that I have to update on this logon as opposed to the main one. I can't recommend it enough, folks. Have a stream... different mods. Different mod installs, so we got to update Altaholic on this one. I cannot emphasize it enough, folks. Whether you're tuning in live or you're catching this after the fact, have a separate logon for all your streaming, because you don't have to deal with CPU overhead. Besides the privacy implications, you also got to talk CPU overhead and stuff like that. So you don't have yourself being logged on, gobbling up any resources of any sort. And it's just what you're doing, what you're playing, and what you're streaming. All right, let's fire up World of Warcraft here, and we are streaming at 60 FPS. So it's Maintenance Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay, but that's the thing. Get some of this hand sanitizer out of the way. Might want to go get some more cold ones too. Don't know if I'll need them though. All right. So those... So how's our sounds? Okay. So here's the issue. What I'm curious about the most in terms of cranking the power on, out of all the classes and specs in the game, is the Discipline Priest, and that's exactly what Smyta is. Goodmain is my main, Smyta is a Discipline Priest, and unlike my other characters, she doesn't really have a story yet. When I unlock the Cultirans, we'll have some kind of backstory for her. As it stands, though, I've always liked the heal while doing damage element of being a Discipline Priest in this game. So she used to be a PTR character, kind of a joke, because she went smiting everything. And the name kind of stuck. So I figured out since last time how all of this stuff works. So first of all, Ice Crown has been taken over by this pre-launch event. Yeah, Lady Death Whisper, let's head out there. Ice Crown has been taken over by this event. So, just way out of here. So you have the blizzards going on, haha. But at the same time, you have Scourge Stones that you can collect, and you can also go out. A lot of the bosses from Lich King have actually been brought back as outdoor bosses that correspond to this event. They basically spawn as rares. Many of them have the same dialogues and similar mechanics to their Lich King dungeon boss incarnations from before. So, right now we got the bonfire thing going on, but a rare will pop up, and of course you have add-ons like this, you can catch them. So basically it's daily quests, and it's collecting Scourge Stones, and that's basically what we're at with the armor upgrades and stuff like that. So she's upgrading from item level 50-something to item level 100-something, so basically skipping BFA. Probably get Heart of Azeroth pretty quickly here, but her and Goodmain I want to upgrade with all the catch-up gear, specifically for Shadowlands. The other thing to remember, the other issue with Smyta is that she's a tailor, and her garrison from Warlords of Draenor, which I gotta go check in on every so often, is basically what I call Smyta's bag factory. So it's very easy to get most of the materials to give 30-slot bags to all of the alts that I have. So I think it can only do like same faction for male. But so that's one of the uses for a Warlord's garrison once you're done with Warlords, is basically set it up so that you can create all kinds of 30-slot bags for all your characters. Alright, where is Lady Death Whisper? What? Nobody is out here. Is everybody, are people taking this bonfire thing too seriously? Oh, cool, look, a bear druid. Okay, people are showing up here. Oh, what the heck, we got a frostworm to deal with. Probably the biggest thing I've had to get used to is now there's... What? Okay, what was that? Bring up the combat log. An 8,000 Frostbolt. It must have stacked with the attack. Okay, what's Death Whisper at? We can probably get back here in time to finish the fight. Oh, okay, yeah, good. Yeah, we got that Frostworm from flying in, and nobody's killing the Frostworm. So it's like doing an arena, and someone on the other team is a caster and gets to free cast. All right, Fortitude. To the shadow side of all of this, and that's really the thing.
Yet grasp the futility of your actions.
Discipline. What? What is it, like an anti-caster thing or something? Lady Death Whisper. I should actually look up the mechanics of the fight from whatever raid or dungeon she was in. Why is it that you can get insta-gibbed with a frostbolt like that? We got her anyways. Is this one of those things where you gotta stay in melee range? Alright, let's try not staying so far away. Or is it one of those deals where you don't want to pull aggro? What? Alright, we gotta look up that fight. Why do you get insta-gibbed by a 10 grand frostbolt like that? Or is it one of those things where you have to interrupt? But a priest is not going to interrupt unless there's Shadow Priest using silence. Do Shadow Priests even still have silence? Okie dokie. Now I gotta sit here, wait for the resurrection timer. Hope the thing doesn't despawn. 16, 50. Hey, while we're waiting for that timer, open up another browser. That was Lady Death Whisper. Why do the frostbolts... see. Oh, this was a boss in ICC. There's probably some... yeah, I wasn't in any guilds that actually handled ICC very... I was in any guilds that did ICC. Most of the guilds that I was in Lich King basically stopped raiding after Ulduar. And it was pretty disgusting after that. So, let me look up this fight. It's not a good place to go AFK either. Probably get a Frostworm or something. 5 reputation with the Ashen Verdict. Abilities. Yeah, so Frostbolt. Or is it just one of those things where the boss was overtuned? Comments? No. Lady Death Whisper. Okay, Hearthpone. We'll look that one up. We just gotta get out of the range of the Frostworms before they respawn. Let's get up here in the air. Whatever this, you know... oh, this bonfire thing's actually doing something now? Guess that got buffed. Maybe got hotfixed. Yeah, well, we can go back and do some questing. Pick up those dailies as well. Combat Nullifier 7X or something. Alright. So while she's going over there. This is... no. That's Hearthstone. I'm not looking for Hearthstone. I'm looking for... two-phase fight. When you approach her throne, she's standing on stage. Big mana shield, beat down the mana shield. Okay, that's phase 1. There was an ad phase in the original fight. Let's see here. Let's get back to... let's get to the bonfire or something and pick up the dailies. There's one over at Syndragosa's Fall, so we'll just do that. Looks like it's... this chilling winds thing is not that big of a deal. Of course, shutting down the zone for 20 minutes when people are trying to get this gear, probably not the best idea. Alright, Syndragosa's Fall, right over here. It's interesting, though. There was somebody that said that they thought Ice Crown was a terrible zone.
Hey! You have a great day now.
Oh, okay, so we can charge that up.
You are not prepared.
Scotty the Ruthless. Alright, we got another rare. Let's just go get that. Maybe we can charge this, this engineering thing while doing this fight. Lady Death Whisper. Shadow Bolt, Dominate. Death and Decay. During Phase 2, Lady Death Whisper has hand. The first one is the tank-killing Frostbolt, which should be interrupted at all costs. So, even turning down the mechanism a little for an outdoor fight, it's something where people weren't interrupting, so random people get targeted and anybody but the tank, basically. That thing is basically a tank buster. Those of you Final Fantasy players who may be wondering if tank busters are a thing outside of Final Fantasy XIV, yes, they are. Okay, what was that? That sounded kind of like... sounded like Darth Sidious there. Am I getting old enough to do a good Darth Sidious? Am I getting good enough to do an Emperor impression? Alright, Scotty the Ruthless. Years since playing Wrath of the Lich King, and only now am I noticing that Scotty sounds kind of like Scotty in English. Like, beam me up, Scotty, or something. What, just a Shadow Priest? That's it? There'll be people... Okay, Death Knight. There'll be people showing up shortly for this. Masochism. Could always go dark mode. So it wasn't, it's not, no, it was Ingvar who was the boss in Utgard Keep that got resurrected mid-fight. Yeah, so the Frostbolts were a tank buster that weren't interrupted.
Here. Look alive, my brothers! A feast for the one that brings me their heads!
I think this is the, not the king of Utgard Pinnacle, but this is definitely one of the bosses from Utgard Pinnacle. Bear Tank's gonna pick it up. Bear Tank is Horde, so whoops. Looks like there's more Horde out on this server. Run out of the whirlwind!
Oh my goodness, the healer let me die. Out of range. We can fix that in a hurry now, can't we? Can't remember what Scotty was one. What was it? This is a dungeon boss, so I recognize the name. Hey, you know what? Let's actually do some healing. Do-da, 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 do-da. Val. Okay. Oh, we got an ad. I think this was a boss from Utgard Pinnacle. Shadow Priest took care of the ad with Mind Seer. See, we can turn in all of these. Well, we can't turn in anything until we get this bar, this Apexis Daily bar filled. Whatever.
Look on that! An attack!
Oh yeah, Scotty sounds Scottish. That's the joke. Okay. Roar to you too. Whatever. Next. Yeah, so Lady Death Whisper's Frostbolts were a tank buster move. Those things were designed to kill tanks, but in this case, a rando DPS gets targeted or something. Or maybe you don't have a tank and someone gets hit with those, insta-gibbed. I've seriously thought, though, about playing Unreal Tournament again. Yeah, so we have this quest. We have this quest here. What is this? Enemies blasted. Everyone's busy fending off any swords and magic. How about we try something different? Let's see here. Borrow some energy from our energies. Go ahead, charge it up and give it a whirl. Alright, well, let's see here. Well, I lost the thing there, so when I left the area, so I wonder if I'll have to do that again. Or if it'll come back after I kill an enemy. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to restart the quest. So basically, this is a lesson for Blizzard in taking raid bosses and making them into outdoor bosses. People don't do that right. Energy from... I wonder if it's those guys. How do we tap that? Hold on.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's grab another.
Very good.
Okay, but this is the last time, yeah. Some of the add-ons aren't working here. How come I'm not getting Oh, okay. Is this still disabled from when storyline wasn't working? Reload. Alright. So these Cult of the Damned members should have this. Is this one of those things you kill enemies and that charges this thing up? Yep. All right, let's do this. Gotta wait for the dark side proc. Like that. There we go. Power of the dark side adds a shadow element to penance. Makes it hit harder. Another new thing since all this started. So we fill this thing up, and then what? Oh, it's filling up on its own. Can you just stand near that energy? Oh, okay. Oh, it just turns into an elec. Can we stand on this energy and get loaded up that way? No. It's not one of those things where it absorbs stuff. Just got cursed by that thing. Oh, look, Destruction Warlock. That's not how you do the quest, idiot. I really don't get what exactly charges this thing up. Just being in combat? Turn that one into a penguin. But what actually charges this thing? Taking hits from enemies or fighting stuff? Not a very straightforward daily quest. But hey, if any of these folks have Scourge Stones, it makes it worth it. Right. We'll get some Scourge Stones out of the deal. Is that really how it works? You just stay out... It charges when you're outside of combat? Well, then why'd it stop? How about we just target an enemy? This is not the most straightforward thing in the world. Borrow some energy in order for... Borrow some energy from our enemies. What does that even mean? Okay, big darkness attack. That didn't do anything. Or do you stand on a corpse or something? Looks like that's it. Oh, yeah. Or not. This is weird. Take out another whelp then. Watch, another rare is gonna spawn in the time it takes us to figure out this quest. Then we'll have to get the gun again. Okay, ready? Stand on the enemy. I think that's it. You stand on the enemy and it charges the weapon. So you kill an enemy, you stand on the enemy and it charges the weapon. Can we stand on one that's been neutralized? Right, so this thing charges... Okay, that's how it works. This thing charges by standing on the corpses of your... Suck energy out of the corpses of my fallen enemies. That sounds like something from a really bad cartoon back in the 80s or something. Sorry. $624, 311, 311, 311, da-da-da. So, what sort of stuff? Oh, no. Stand on the corpses to charge the weapon. There we go. So we can maybe get to 4 out of 5 before we have to go running off and killing another rare. Alright. Let's see if we can get this done. I don't know about this pre-launch event, though. Da-da-da-da-da! Charge the weapon! Energy from slain enemies has rerouted the containment module. Okay, there is a buff. Alright, and what's this? Sending energy to the containment module. Oh, so it's automatic based on killing an enemy. Alright. This is like the MMO quest version of a buy one get one free sale. What the? Come on. Yeah, this is the MMO version of buy one or buy two get one free type sale. Because you got to kill a bunch of. All right, Mind Seer. Or just Holy Nova everything to death. Take out all of these. Take out all these guys, and then the last one will get sniped. Okay, finally. That was probably one of the weirdest dailies I've ever done. Let's see. What about Twitch? What about Twitch? The latest issue is that streamers are getting false positived because of things like video game sounds. Change or die, that is Purple's only choice.
Pleased to meet you. Be seeing you.
That is a term that's used in business, by the way. It means your business model is woefully outdated, and if you don't change, you're going out of business. Except in the case of Twitch, I think the intellectual property and the assets would be sold off. Amazon would spin them off or something. It's interesting. I took a look at that service for clips as a form of discoverability. The service that Harris Heller should be flipping out about. Yeah, it's a mobile service for mobile gaming, so it doesn't step on Twitch's toes because it's a mobile app for mobile games. But the minute that Twitch is spun off, let's say Amazon couldn't ramp that up and bring it over to PC. Start it on mobile and make a PC version. You know, that would be a dreadful day for Amazon. Alright, so we need Scourge Stones. Why don't we go pick up this other daily over here? Wasn't there 2 more of those? Yes, one of them was the Scourge Stone daily. Probably get some more Scourge Stones. Watch, by the time I get over there, another rare will have spawned. What? We need more cold ones. It's probably that thing where we get the captives and rescue them. Well, one of the fun things about these gaming streams is that I have a transparent be right back.
Interesting.
Oh, it's an engineering thing. Successfully complete the testing of Physics Blast Bolt's secret weapon at Death Speaker's Watch. Let's try that out. There'll probably be a rare spawning before we can get to any of this anyways. So, let's refill the cold ones. Who needs music anyway? Who needs to finish that song anyways? That is Slink, by the way, from the YouTube audio library. Ingvar the Plunderer! Oh yeah! This is a guy that I used to, this is the boss of Utgard Keep. Yeah. I have returned! Another chance! Yeah, Ingvar the idiot, basically. My life for the Death God! Let's go over here. Yeah, Wrath of the Lich King... I think a lot of what made Wrath of the Lich King as good as it was just the tiebacks to Warcraft 3 and things along those lines. See, it's basically about as theme park MMO as it gets. Shadowlands, you could say, is breaking some serious ground there. Now, when Shadowlands launches, which is sooner rather than later, keep thinking the Shadowlands launch is further away than it actually is. No, it's actually later this month. Is it going to be in time for Thanksgiving? It's one of those things. So the question is, how will the servers handle it? Will anybody play any, do any shenanigans or something? So while Ingvar hasn't spawned yet, let's sneak on over to another browser here. Shadowlands' launch is when? November 23rd. So the Monday before Thanksgiving. All right. Probably going to be a huge maintenance, and then stuff's not going to work. I'll plan on playing ESO. The fun part is... when does it go live? Because ESO's maintenance is Monday. Is early wee hours of the morning on Monday, so... might just want to do something else. So that's really the story here, is that all these bosses from Wrath of the Lich King have been infused with some kind of dark energy. And that gives them some special abilities. Basically Sylvanas and her new master. Alright.
I return! A second chance to come!
Well, at this point, it's actually a... so the big thing here is the shadow damage. Every time he does the type thing. Got this fight memorized. How many times did I come in here with my guildies? Alright, I'll spam Purge the Wicked then. Because it counts as a shadow spell, even though it's converted over from Shadow Word Pain. There we go. Do none of these people know how to do this fight? Spamity spam, spam, spam. Actually, Shadow Men. That's right. She can heal when she's holy locked. Okay, that's actually the opening dialogue from the other one. These are Horde. What's with all the Horde? I thought Horde was more PvP. Why are all these Horde out here doing PvE? There must be some guild on this server or something that is out and about at this time of night. Holy locked again. Whatever. See if we get shadow locked by using Shadow Men. Come on, shadow lock me. These are all from this server. Interesting. I know Terralion had that many Horde on it. Blood Death Knight. This is the part where the, alright, 80%. The stupid part is by the time we can turn in this daily... oh, Shadow... That Shadow buff from Dreadful Roar. Why wasn't the sound in there, though? Because the original sound in Utgard Keep was something where you knew that this guy was doing that. I think there was things you had to hide behind, too, so that way you wouldn't get hit by the, this... whatever the big roar was. Alright, let's go do this other daily quest. See if we can also finish up Darkened or Pitch Black Scourge Stones that way. 4:05. What's the stream time? Only 45 minutes. So, here's the situation with this. Here's the situation with all this streaming stuff. I've been reading a lot of nasty comments on Twitter by Twitch people, as usual. So many of these people don't realize just how streaming on Twitch fishbowls you, because you think Twitch is all there is, and it's totally the wrong attitude to have. I shall have your Scourge Stones. Let's do a DPS check. Holy Nova versus... I think the difference is that Holy Nova is something you can do while you're moving. This game has gotten like Final Fantasy with the nerfs to AoE damage. So how do you use this secret weapon? What? How come I can't click on it? Interface action failed because of an add-on. Quest log, then. That name might need a little work. CCCD. Now it works. I don't know if the Cult of the Damned is actually going to carry a Scourge Stone. But yeah, so many of these comments, it reminds me of the backhanded insults of covert narcissists and stuff like that. Yeah, it reminds me of the backhanded insults of covert narcissists. Oh, there it is. Thoroughly tested. Oh, we got this stupid thing. It's an engineering hat. Oh, we'll have to see this. Well, we'll have plenty of Scourge Stones when the dailies are over. Probably upgrade half for darn armor. So, it's ludicrous sometimes. Just how Twitch people don't realize how much they're fishbowled by that platform. I mean, GlitchCon, yay, cool, one-day event, whatever. But, for example, so, oh, playing an oversaturated game. Well, here's the thing. I'm streaming on YouTube in the middle of the night, not a very popular time slot in North America, so, but it doesn't matter, that's the point. I can get back to making other kinds of YouTube videos or whatever anytime I want. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Want to enjoy some video games? Just stream them. The rules for Twitch do not apply to YouTube, and that's a good thing. I gotta look up some of those, too. I think it was Harris Heller that was talking about it. And then he got a giant flame war going on Twitter. People were talking about things like oversaturated games and all the usual excuses. So, while using this thing, can you... Nope. Ha! Melee from a priest. Humiliation. So how do we use this thing? Death Whisper's Watch. So how exactly do we use this thing? Oh, here we go. Able to interact with test subjects to begin the control process. This is... What's this? Some kind of mind control cap? Yeah, it is. Wait, what? What was that? Power of the dark side, baby. So how do we activate this thing? Test subject. What test subjects? Do we have to go up to the people in the cages? And mess with them that way? So where are the test subjects? Not the people that are normally captured in here, right? How exactly do we use this thing? Secret weapon thoroughly tested. So what exactly do we do with this thing? Safely applied, okay. How does this work? Do we see... Does it only work on weakened enemies? Not a good quest when I have to look up how to do it. This is probably the worst. This is the worst group of dailies I've ever done. They don't make any sense whatsoever. This is only a test. Yeah, someone's a... Boom, it's already getting suggested to me. So I have to go to WoW Wiki or whatever, Wowhead, and look up the... Control 0 for normal zooming, please. 5% per ghoul. What? You can right-click to auto-attack in addition to your special attacks. Quest is a bit vague, TLDR. Right-click the hat, then right-click the ghoul in the shackles, which is next to that. Oh, what the... You mean to tell me that this testing a secret weapon thing was a vehicle quest all along? What is this? Where's the ghoul? Yeah, okay. Right-click. Yeah, Right-click the hat, and then what? Click in the ghoul. Yeah, bloodthirsty ghoul. Yeah, how do we do this? The hat. And then the ghoul. Okay, now we're in business. So the first is to... Okay, so apply a debuff. Infect the enemies. Move faster. And eat the enemy. Okay. So this was a vehicle quest all along. It's a zombie quest, basically. Yeah, a zombie quest. Just watch the health. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. Brains! Really? Is this really only going up 5%? Yeah, well, when they say thoroughly tested, they mean it. 5%? You gotta kill 50 enemies with this thing. Well, let's go on a rampage here. That's a speed buff. Why do I keep hitting it? Does the big guy count for more? Like that putrid atrocity over there? Alright, let's take out the other guy. %. From 30% to what? Okay, so 10% for the big guys, 5% for the... It's an Apexis daily. Simple enough. Not very interesting. Or is it as bad as the Apexis dailies? Didn't the Apexis dailies only go up by like 1% or something? Actually, I have my parody of urinating tree from back in the day. We could actually do that. I actually made fun of how terrible the Apexis bars were. Kind of sad that this is all... Well, considering that Shadowlands is delayed, this was actually all supposed to come out around Halloween. So, probably better than a quarterly delay, though. Let's see here. See, that's the cool laser beam looking mind flay. Why can't Shadow Priest have the option of bringing that back? %, 65%. Can we AoE a bunch of these things? I know this guy's not supposed to be, this thing's not supposed to be a tank, but... Oh yeah. Rip them all down. Just remember to hit 4 every so often. And the debuff. 75%. Oh, look, somebody else figured out this not so straightforward quest. Let's get the big guy for another 10% on the progress bar. Tap to tap to tap tap tap. %. These 4. I don't have the debuff up yet. Well, we'll just eat some brains there. Contagion. What? What do you mean? Why did it drop to only 3%? These must be really weak characters. 91. Ooh, a crit. Woo. 99%. Get this ritualist. Daily quests.
Hey, yeah. Glad I could help.
Alright, now we can have some fun. Now we can finally turn in everything. Why have I not seen any more rares spawn either? Watch, I'll go to turn this in, a rare will spawn, which means go off and get a ton more Scourge Stones. How many things can we buy?
Hey there.
We'll upgrade like half our stuff. Alright, another 5 commendations. Pitch Black Scourge Stones. There's gonna be a lot of these.
See you later. Supply only finest good. See you around. Looking for something specific?
Probably should turn off story time for turning these in.
Have a good one. How are you?
She'll definitely get her Argent Crusade rep from this.
See you later.
I wonder if this might be the sort of thing, kind of like the sword in the sword version of Silithus,
What can I do?
where people can come back afterwards and, you know, do catch-up gear with their characters. Prince Keliseth.
Hello. See you around.
Let's go grab some, let's go get some more, what? Flight glitch. Prince Keliseth, and close by, too. Let's do that. It does kind of remind me, this aesthetic, right. This aesthetic for going into the Shadowlands, though, it really reminds me, this aesthetic for going into the Shadowlands really reminds me of the Blasted Lands before going to Hellfire Peninsula. So there's just the almost but not quite zone. I think there were some zones in Guild Wars 2 that were very similar in this respect. Alright, Prince Keliseth. What was the deal with this fight? Vampire San Lane, so vampire. Probably some blood drinking attacks there. What's this, artifact power? We don't care about that anymore. She'll probably be able to get rid of the Heart of Azeroth. Alright. Oh look, that Tauren Shadow Priest again. Yep, Skin Priest. Another Scourge Stone. Alright. I remember this guy from Utgard Keep, middle boss.
Blood will flow!
So I think that's what that was. It used to pull you into the center and then do some kind of explosion ability. Watch someone pull that giant skeleton because they're standing in the wrong spot. Oh, good. The usual bunch of WoW players. So even more Scourge Stones. And you see how this turns into kind of an endless loop of sorts? So just to get the dailies done, oh man, it's getting to be too late, not even to get to good main tonight. So much for that idea. Might as well just change the thumbnail at this point and the name of the stream. We'll do that after the fact, because to come up with a thumbnail for this stream, I actually had to do some stuff. I actually had 2 really good screenshots, one of which went to Twitter, which is Smyta. We'll rename everything after the stream. So, back to what I was saying earlier about everything. She still has the hat on, according to that. Not recount. Reload UI. That's just reload in this game. Bit of a glitch there. Custom UIs can do that. So this is the thing. I mean, the usual rules of Twitch do not apply here. And this gets to the point where I seriously am starting to think that some of these Twitch commentators are giving aspiring streamers misinformation because it's from a Twitch perspective.
Good day to you.
And the way Twitch people treat YouTube is terrible. YouTube is a means to an end to these people. They want to be big on Twitch, but Twitch won't let them be big, so, oh, I'll make YouTube videos.
Safe travels. Hey there.
This house of cards needs to collapse. Quite frankly, this is going on long enough.
I supply only the
So,
finest goods.
if half of mine just cut the game right now
Good luck.
and make a video about all of this.
What can I do for you?
I gotta find those tweets, though. Conscripts? Okay, let's see here. The Drape. Let's get rid of the Blood Moon Cloak. We have 38 of these things, so we'll grab 2 upgrades. 2 upgrades from a bunch of daily quests. We can always grind out the rest, too, just by hanging out and hunting rares. Boom. Alright, so there's that cloak. That gets rid of another heirloom. Next.
Need something?
Alright, so that to this. Yeah, I did do some farming. Did do some farming yesterday. Argent conscripts circlet. Yeah, we're going to get rid of. We're going to get rid of all the Azurite armor. It is absolutely catch-up gear.
Good day to you.
This is exactly the sort of stuff. Yeah, we're getting rid of all the Azurite armor in the process. Zoinks. We have 8 of those things, but we're only 1 rare fight away, and we have these 2. We can always go do some grinding for that. You know what? Let's travel. Is this some kind of muzzle? All right, so let's fly back to Dalaran. We'll do a detour Let's fly back to Dalaran. We will do a detour if a rare spawns. Just go to the... No. Let's just go to... Let's go to transmog... We're going to transmog. So go to Legion Dalaran instead of Wrath of the Lich King Dalaran. Hey, look at that head... Look at that headpiece there. Does that go well with her hairdo? I don't know. Hey, you know what? Let's just go into live control room and get this fixed. Da-da! Edit! Smyta gears up for Shadowlands. We'll change the thumbnail too while we're at it. Smyta gears up for Shadowlands. Pretty stupid for me to think that an after work stream could actually work for something like this. Change to this one. The picture we sent to Twitter earlier. Save! Okay, now it's correct. And reload. How long does it take for the new thumbnail to go live? See, that's the issue here, is that... Double check. Under live control room. Yeah, it's in here. We just gotta wait for the server to update it when they show it. Yeah, see, that's the thing, you know, I'm not a big believer in thumbnail stuff because YouTube has it nowadays where... See, I'm sure it'll update eventually. YouTube... Alright, so... I can't see... So I am like Mr. Magoo when it comes to chat here. So let's answer some questions in the chat while we're getting this transmog. People still play WoW nowadays. Yeah, more than you believe. More than you might think. WoW Classic really brought back a lot of... Do you still stream on Twitch too? I can't... WoW Classic... One question at a time here. WoW Classic brought back a lot of interest in the game. And it served as the about face for Blizzard to get their stuff together with the retail version of the game. I think WoW retail's pretty decent, but Shadowlands doesn't go far enough. I think Blizzard's gonna have to stare down some things that ESO does better than Shadowlands in order to actually move this game forward to what, you know, more modern MMOs are like. Before we do this, should we keep this tiara look? No, it's clipping the hairdo.
Shall we get down to business?
So, I mean, I still want to play ESO. I've got a lot going on in ESO. Just with the Shadowlands launch and stuff, figured I'd play a little catch-up on what I've been missing with BFA. The stupid part is, assuming we don't have a complete, you know, we don't have problems galore with the servers when everything launches, I may end up playing through BFA stuff while everyone else is tearing up Shadowlands. As you know how it goes, I mean, like the Hellfire Peninsula effect. Yeah, the old Hellfire Peninsula effect and whatnot. Do you still stream on Twitch too? I have a Twitch channel. Don't know if I want to do anything with it. Quite frankly, Twitch has been caught, you know... Twitch really looks stupid right now. You know... I could stream on Twitch, but technically today, according if you're a night shift person, but within the last 24 hours... I saw and made fun of the Dexerto article talking about people bashing Twitch because of DMCA. The truth of the matter is that the DMCA has made Twitch look completely incompetent because they don't have the tools that YouTube has. Just today, night shift today, disclaimer, I actually found what was it? I actually found another person on Twitter who was sharing their disciplinary action email because they had, not even disciplinary action, but they had a content ID match that got blocked. So they had a video get blocked on YouTube and the email said, "This is not a strike." And that's probably the big thing that we got to remember with this setup, is that because YouTube has an alternative to DMCA all the time, rights holders can use just that and not have to issue strikes and takedowns, which, by the way, initiates a legal process. If you get counter-notified, now it's the question of, do you want to take this person to court? So having an alternative does a lot to improve the copyright scene, even though people can still abuse the system. Versus what Twitch has right now. Apparently some people got DMCA'd. It's almost winter. Where's the lip balm? Got plenty of hand sanitizer. So, Burt's Bees, baby. What's the humidity? 55%. That's what I had it with the air conditioning in the summertime. But yeah, see, that's the thing. Let's see. Is another rare gonna spawn? We have something here. Scotty the Ruthless, but I already... Yeah. Is this one of those deals where you can only kill the rares once, and they count towards an achievement? Huh. So here's the thing. Somebody got DMCA'd for sound effects inside a video game, apparently. So some smartass on Twitch decided, hey, I'm just going to play Skyrim, and I'm going to mute the audio, and I'm just going... Because apparently somebody at Twitch told somebody, yeah, just mute the audio if you don't want to get DMCA'd. Speaking of muting the audio... Mute. I think that this is a little too serious to keep the game going when we talk about something like this. This is definitely something that could be highlighted, except this is YouTube, so. So today, there was an incident that I heard about on Twitch where someone got DMCA'd for video game sound effects. And somebody said, just mute the audio in a certain part of the video game. Twitch streamers, if you are unable to stream video games on your own platform, why continue? Is it really worth it to pursue affiliate and partner? If Twitch is in such dire straits with DMCA that people are being told to mute game audio on a site that built itself up by streaming video games, that's what Twitch started out as. The gaming spin-off of Justin TV. Some of you Team Purple folks really seriously need to think about your own platform. You all know that I'm going to say, yeah, just become a YouTube streamer. But yeah, very something you really need to think about here. I don't think the joke is funny. Let me bring up my Twitter. Twitter.com/MultimediaJay. Let me see exactly what the story was with this. Twitter.com/MultimediaJay. Probably gonna get... probably watch a frostworm like kill Smyta while I'm doing this. Picked a bad place to go AFK. Why is Twitter taking forever to load? What the? Is there something wrong with the internet? I'd get kicked out of the game if that were the case. Why is Twitter not loading? Really? Let's glitch the stream a little. No, let's not do a speed test. Down detector, Twitter. Really? Midstream. Google search? No, nothing's working right now. What? What's going on here? All I want to do is load my tweet from earlier. All right, let's risk screwing up the stream here. Yeah, the connection's there. Stop. Probably going to see a connection health issue. Twitter will not load. There is something wrong with Twitter right now. Really? Close that. Close that. Yeah, What's wrong? What's going on out there? Down detector? Is down detector going to show me anything? All I want to do is see my own tweet. Down detector. Twitter. Yeah, there's something going on Twitter right now. November 15th into the 16th. Yeah, there's been Twitter problems in the last 24 hours. Twitter. There I am. Alright, I gotta view this in light mode now because this crap's not working in the other browser. Let's load it up again. Or maybe I'm getting blocked because it's... Nope, it's back up. Okay, good. Let me go see what that tweet was. So, Twitch, mute in-game audio to avoid DMCA strikes. Play with Jambo, hold my beer. So, somebody said something, I don't think it's funny. I think this is the Emperor has no clothes moment here. On Dexerto, is there any kind of anything? Slamming C. Let me just look at mute audio here. We'll do it some other time. Get back to this game here. But that's it. Apparently there was a stage in a game somewhere. There was a stage in a game somewhere that was based on a copyrighted or a commercial music track, and Twitch's official guidance was just mute the game audio. If you can't play video games on Twitch, why are you on Twitch? Why should Twitch even continue existing? They've been caught with nothing in terms of, and see my last stream that I brought over from Twitch to YouTube for the details on that. They have nothing on DMCA. And because of that, they're where YouTube was many years ago, except YouTube is a good enough streaming platform now that there's no point in streaming on Twitter. There's no point in, streaming on Twitch until Twitch rapidly fixes this. If they don't, they deserve to go under. It's that simple. I'm done with it. I mean, streamed on Twitch for over 6 months without getting affiliate, doing stuff like this or stuff like the commentaries that I do. You know, I see that concurrent counter move a lot more on YouTube than I ever see it do on Twitch. And you know what? Even if it didn't, even if I got no viewers on here, it doesn't matter. Because there is no emphasis on concurrent viewers on live streaming on YouTube. None! Nor is there on Facebook. So, that's the world we live in. Too many people don't realize the baggage that comes with the way that Twitch does things. So, I'll keep the Twitch channel. Garrett, thank you for stopping by. I will keep the Twitch channel, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. You know? Obviously, content is going to be extremely limited there. No, considering what's changed on YouTube since a couple of years ago and whatnot. So, what do we have for Scourge Stones? 1919? Da-da-da. Can we get the regular Scourge Stones? Can we just go Shadow or something? I know she's called Smyta, but let's go Dark. Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Yeah. Oh, half the stuff isn't transmogged. Whatever. Shadow form. Gah. She looks like a druid gone wrong with this staff. You know what I should do? Grind some gold in this game and go get... You have unspent talent points. Ooh, yeah, that's right. I hit 50, didn't I? Void form increase your critical strike chance. Hungering Void. Void Bolt. Surrender to madness. That's kind of a cool flavor with Shadow Priest here. So I think part of this is overall versus boss damage. Void Bolt casts on vulnerable targets will extend the duration of your Void form by 1 second. If your Void Bolt critically hits... No. Hungering Void is actually the old Void form brought back into the game. Let's do that. Alright. Vampiric Embrace. Oh, wait. We got something. Okay, then. Well, I guess let's just go Shadow Priest for now. What's that? Map pin sharing. Don't need... Oh, no. Right there. The Black Knight. Wait a minute. That was a character from the Argent Tournament. Ah, so it's quest mobs that are coming back as well. Alright. Well, we might as well switch back to light mode then. Still stream on... Do you still stream on Twitch too? Yeah. See this? Switch back to light mode. I forgot what this guy's abilities were. I think he was a Death Knight. Nightborn, Death Knight. Again, it's all Horde. These are all people from the server, too. There's no cross-realming going on here. Interesting. Well, another source of Scourge Stones. As soon as this dude stops spawning here. We'll go fix the transmogs after this. 4689. Should actually do some PvP or something. Make some PvP characters. Like a rogue or something. Gank some clothies. Okay, how long is it? I think some of this I think some of this is to encourage people to come on out here and do some, you know, join the fight. While we're waiting for this thing to finish materializing in our world, let me just see if okay, the thumbnail's back to thumbnail's okay. Let's see here. Showing up. Does that mean you killed them? So what I'll do for the other alts is we'll lock them at 49 just to illustrate my point. And I think by the time the next one hits 49, which will be Lockhart, we might not actually... Blizzard might be reconsidering their design choice. Something I gotta think about, though. If I'm not going to be heavily involved in Twitch anymore, do I want to even bother with Amazon Prime? Considering Twitch Prime is usually a bit of a waste. Actually, no, too early. Accursed keepsake. Oh, that's one of those. Oh, that's that thing that causes. Yeah, that thing to follow you around. The accursed keepsake. Nice. I guess you can't. Yeah, my Death Knight has one of those. Something is with you. Okay, bonfire time.
We must not allow the cold to deter our efforts. Seek warmth among allies, champion.
Just really, I mean, yeah, almost time, almost sunrise around here. See this?
See you around. Hello. See you later.
More commendations.
Have a good one. Need something?
Yeah, I think we got 2 rares done at the time.
Travels.
Okay, she doesn't have
Looking
them.
for something
What
specific?
is she at right now? 14, 1 away. 1 away. So
See
you
you
can always just do the regular Scourge Stones so we can turn that in. We can go fix the transmogs as well. What are we at on Hearthstones? About to get the Dalaran one back in about 30 seconds. Alright. Why don't we see if we can find Scourge Stones on the little whelps down here? And just for fun, go Shadow. speed things up a bit to do more damage. Holy actually does more damage with Smite than Discipline does. But Shadow has a few tricks up its sleeve. Not enough mana. We'll fix the transmogs afterwards. Just want to get some more of those other things there. Set Devouring Plague is the main thing here. What? Where are all the whelps? Oh, this is a daily quest area. Probably gonna be farmed all the heck. Not enough to get credit. Let the Death Knight. What's with all the Horde? Is there no alliance left on this server or something? Nah, I don't know if these things are gonna have Scourge stones. Maybe the big guy might. There we go. We need a couple more of those. So, like, bigger undeads. Yeah, so bigger undeads is actually what we're looking for here. See if we can get up to 75 or 25 of those things. Pitch black Scourge. That's not the one we're looking for. We're looking for the regular ones. Look at this other guy. Nothing. This is WoW Classic style grinding now. Yeah, we're gonna have to find some better Scourge for this. Oh, look, someone who's friendly.
Stop!
Shadow
Browse!
Priest.
Well, good fortune to all friends of the
Switch to Holy, because I know that's not right either. Yeah, that's all wrong. Not the chauffeur. Why is that?
I have just the thing.
Ding.
Farewell.
Fixed. Light of the Naro. Holy words of the day we cast relevance. Go with the passive one. Figure that holy priest stuff out later. $450. Start the damage meter. Boom. Altered Ghoul. Whoops! That's not... No. Shadow. We gotta speed this up a bit. What do we need here? 21 and 6. We'll probably get another rare the time it takes to finish this. Nothing. Two. 22. Gotta admit, Shadow Priests are a lot cooler than they used to be. Doesn't make any sense. That's why I made a dedicated Void Elf Shadow Priest, as well as an Affliction Warlock. Let the dark side be properly represented. Alright, here we go. These Cult of the Damned folks should be good for this. Gold. $23. Nothing. Find some more cultists. We only need 2 more of those things. Come to think of it, I've done 2 grind videos before. So we have the one from Burning Crusade, and we have the one from Mists of Pandaria as well. Should probably make those the related videos when I finish converting this over to a YouTube video. 24. Many whelps. Let's try those. Whoops. Too many whelps. Alright, 1 gold. Let's get this big guy here. Devouring Plague is a lot cooler than it used to be. Finally! Let's turn this in. We should be enough for another piece of gear. Then we're gonna have to go fix the transmogs again. That's something I could do in the game too, is grind gold for a Grand Expedition yak. Or buy a few WoW tokens. What's the cost on that thing anyways? All this time, I got the mammoth, but I never got around to that. By the time the later expansions were coming out, most of the folks I used to play this game with had stopped playing, so switch back to discipline.
How are you? See you later. I supply.
That should be it. There shouldn't be any way to get any more. Nope, we had just enough. Alright. 15 on the nose. Next piece of gear. 100. 100. The gloves. You get that circlet. Da da da. She's almost out of gear already. Oh, well, get rid of that green. Contrapt's cord. This one. That's a huge jump. Bam. Go fix the transmogs and let's call it. Except we have another rare. Well, Bronze Jam. Can't even remember this guy. So, I think what we could do is probably do a part 2 of this, if there's any time for it. Finish this up. Switch to good main as well. Probably have both characters fully decked out in this catch-up gear by the time Shadowlands launches. Oh, look at all these people. And they're all Horde. Once again. What's that? Godfather of Souls. Can't even remember this fight. Is this another thing where you get insta-gibbed? Like Lady Death Whisper? Reference to James Brown. Oh, okay. That name makes a lot more sense. Yeah, so she'll finish everything first, then we'll get Goodmain up to speed. Gotta figure out what to do about this. She got a weapon that's good for discipline. Goodbane unfortunately got a Holy Paladin sword because I didn't have any clue what I was doing when I did the thing with Nathanos Blight Collar. Here. Okay, let's get this done.
Sever your soul from your body.
That's another 3 of those commendation badges. But what's in combat? Oh, those whelps. Now we can fix the transmogs. Let's turn those in first. So she'll be probably the first to finish. We'll get Goodmane ready as well. And then we'll see what happens when Shadowlands launches, because if this game goes down, then plenty to do in ESO. Numerous things going on in ESO. Dark Heart of Skyrim, all kinds of other stuff. And the interesting thing is, you play this game long enough, you start to appreciate the graphics of ESO a lot more, even though the graphics in ESO weren't all that great.
Safe travel.
Not enough to buy anything, though. Nothing here.
Hey there.
Because that only gets us to 3 of those things. Alright. That's where the flight glitch is. It's in the Crusaders Coliseum there. I wonder if that's the same thing on the original version of the zone. So I wonder if... I wonder if Blizzard is going to turn off... Or if Blizzard's going to add Zadormi to this zone, so that people can go back to old Ice Crown and things like that, just for the heck of it. They've done that everywhere else. The Sword in Silithus. The Sword in Silithus, as well as other places. It makes me wonder when the Chrono Trigger-inspired expansion is coming out that features time travel throughout Azeroth in various time periods, basically picking up where the Caverns of Time left off. So this thing is unique, this haunted memento. This was something my Death Knight, a cursed keepsake. Oh, that's why it has a new name now. It says that it's unique. It does say that it's soulbound, though. So does that mean, can she send it through the mail? Be funny if we could send that to another character. The original version of that, the Haunted Memento, could actually... What am I doing? We want to go to Legion Dalaran. That's where the transmog is. We'll fix all the transmogs again. Money sink, though, it is. See what the going rate is for a Grand Expedition Yak.
I supply only the finest goods.
The Mammoth was 10 grand. Ah, we gotta go to Pandaria for that one.
Safe travels.
I was thinking... I'll have to see what that was. Probably most of the gold for that sort of thing. Summary, characters. No, summary. What are we at? 8 grand gold-wise. Grand Expedition Yak. $120,000 gold. Yeah, you basically had to buy it. You'd have to buy a bunch of WoW tokens to get one of those. All right. Why is there no music? discipline.
Welcome. Welcome.
And there's that.
I foresee a mutually beneficial transaction.
Actually, since this became a thing, shoulders can now be hidden. Do we want to do that? Yeah, why not? Save. Right, that's Shadow right there. Masochism is not an option for a Shadow Priest. Very interesting. See, any vendor trash we can get rid of. What's this? Tide spray, yeah, sell that thing. Go to the smithy shop to get the repairs done.
Feel free to browse. Till next we meet.
The old money sink. So it doesn't make any sense that she has this haunted memento thing. I don't think you can go through the mail in. I think you send it through the mail. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it makes more sense that a shadow priest would have random, ghosts following them. So we'll just go with that. We'll get that taken care of off screen or off stream there. All right, so we'll keep this here for now. So where's she at with the gear? She's further ahead than Goodmane because she has the weapon. We have jewelry. We have this, and the thing is, a lot of these bosses in these zones can actually drop gear as well. So I think we can get rid of some of that BFA and other stuff as well. But we'll call it here because it's heading towards sunrise. And who knows what this week is going to be like. So this started out as something that maybe it would have been just 2 characters. Nobody else showed up to chat, so alright. I want to thank the folks for stopping by tonight. So here's the situation. See what happens with the 9-to-5ers this week, especially with how terrible things are with the pandemic all across the country right now. Connecticut's no exception. We got outbreaks all over the place. But it depends on where you are specifically. Certain towns have them and certain towns don't for now, but it's just a matter of the whole social distancing thing. Problem is people are sick of it, and right as people are getting sick of it, that's when things are really starting to ramp up with this thing. So, 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Social media is youtube.com/MultimediaJay, twitter.com/MultimediaJay, twitch.tv/MultimediaJay, multimediajay.wordpress.com, and MultimediaJay TV on Instagram. Speaking of which, probably should put some of these screenshots over there as well. Might set up something on Imagear as well, but because Instagram has a little too much of an emphasis on mobile phones for my taste. But anyways, time to get some rest and see how nuts this week is. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.